I think he did. It looks like.
Oh, do you want to change it?
It's when it's really popular, the real everybody it's just hard
You're welcome to sit. The chairs aren't reserved. I mean, there's a few chairs out of people like you.
Elderly than me. Someday I'll need one. Well, you might want to get a seat.
Are we sitting?
And I saw it on here.
No, I think you can sit over here.
Oh,
I don't think it's not a sign to
Oh, okay. I think like the people. Okay.
Good.
Thank you.
This is not bad. This is great.
Not at all.
Last year was probably 20 degrees cold.
This is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 2 years ago it was raining. Yeah.
So here, I'll share $10 for my card. Now we need our bank.
Hi, how are you? Scott Allen. Oh, now what are you wearing? Wisconsin State. Is that you? I was making easy my way out of it. Really nice to meet you.
That means the dad.
I do. Your mom's dating. Yeah, I really like it. I like the people. Like up here's a little nicer. A little friend there. Thank you. The Waukesha, I can tell you, is changing. It's very scary. I live downtown, and I know there's things that have changed in the last 10 years, or recently, right? Where all of a sudden, the last few years, I need to say, free on medicine, I don't know what free, and then people don't free to say it. I know. So, like, you just put it
Okay, good for me. Only a small chart. Only a small chart.
I could not have done it without this. This is my light at the end of the tunnel.
He doesn't believe in himself. Mom Donnie met Trump in the Oval Office today, and I'm just seeing clips online, and it's like Trump. Yeah, no, like all the other Republicans are, fear mongering over Mom Donnie, and he's like, I think he's a nice guy. Couldn't start till 39. Oh yeah.
Are you serious? Wow.
Here.
Yeah, that's what made that. My friends don't want to go up there. That's which I enjoy today. A lot of people invest in a lot of future.
It's not free.
Yeah, no complaints. Yeah, last year I heard it was. How cold are you?
You got that? I know you need it. People probably want to talk to you. And I think they also I'm Sue. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. This guy. I did Salvation Army and stuff. Yeah, I showed that Yeah. It's really, really nice. You're a Christian, aren't you?
Where you would
I am as well. I am as well. That's awesome. Yeah, you're Yes.
Like this, look at this. Well, I think because that's where like he grabbed his hand and just like double handshake.
So I thought about
Yeah, Paul, my lady on a string. Okay.
There's a super loyal telephone from actually somebody who commented on it. And they said, you're beautiful, you're handsome, whatever it is. It's a good I don't know, but someone made a good point. It's like he just likes people who are good on TV and are winners. And that's the kind of and it's not.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago. I'm glad we're still around. Come to tuition. Just walk through there. Walk right through. There ain't nobody filming yet. Except me. Just get so much information. You're looking better than me.
Sit down if you need to. Please take a chair.
They were really good.
I was watching them set up. I've been here since like 1. Just looking here, it's looking a little dark today. That's a different job for, event production. It took me 2 minutes to go get my light. Let me go get my light. Just 1 minute. If you all turn on your on. I gotta see better. Hi. Later. Alright, I got more left here. I'm the trouble for you. Phenomenal.
Or I just made that guy. Just talking. Yeah, just did. With your teach. and I kept telling her, will you look at him? Because he's not serious.
I don't have one. What's a light? I only know cameras. Never heard of lights. It's a different department. It's a different radar.
Water plates. He's on keep going. I love that. Dixon, stop him up there. Yeah, we had a lot of
Probably put it right here.
no.
Eyes. I have this kind of like. We'll see. That lights, I think, are quite low. If I pull it back a little bit.
About that place.
Oh, you saved me one.
That light's not gonna be. It'll be fine. Huh? Yeah. It's not doing anything over here. So. Hey, was it? It was definitely better.
I'm behind you.
Like a world better. Yeah, it was better.
Get in here. Get in here,
It's just bright enough out still.
You gotta make sure you can find us. Look at this. Yeah, Savannah's
Oh.
She's a dancing I thought she was waiting
Oh, good for her.
No, she's like over there. I gotta find Jen.
That's right, Savannah's mom.
Yeah. Well, now she's like two of her other
Jill.
Yeah. Jill is. Yes. Well, now her other two daughters have kids. She's a grandma time right now.
People are asking where our signal is. No Jacob today?
I was so proud. I'm like, I was like, all I saw was Uncle Greg. And I was like, well, here's what I'm
Alright, we're gonna do sound check.
Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Looking for cameras. Thumbs up on the cameras if everything's looking good. Mic check, 1, 2. Checking the microphones, looking for thumbs up. Mic check, 1, 2. Looks like 1. Handful of thumbs up. All right, we're looking good. Thank you.
And take a seat if you, please, let's fill up all the seats.
What about those three up there?
Yeah,
Box of six. She's like, are you gonna do this?
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry to go.
Just heard him talking about credit scores. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine tastes better. Faster. Rip the band-aid. Yes. Y'all know it's coming.
Next to the lady whose website on Facebook, I check out all the time.
Oh, yeah, I've been in touch with her.
God,
Takes me off You're good. Didn't want to startle you.
That's what I said. I was thinking those. Yeah. I get that card, yeah. Yep. I know, it's not six figures, right? Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Well, not even that.
What time does it start? 4:30?
4:39. 1 minute. You can help us.
Thank you. I saw that. Didn't see that happen. I just careful. See that guy just happened?
I'll wait. I got my. Oh. All right. It is 4:39. Good evening, everyone. Being together here today generates many emotions.
the tragedy that brings us to this place at this time will forever weigh heavily on our souls. Our hearts ache with sadness and grief. Grief for what we lost, sadness for what we experienced. However, we have been and will continue to be buoyed by the support, love, and concern shown by our family, friends, and maybe most importantly, by our community. We as a community united to help each other in the days, weeks, and now years following the tragedy. With our sadness and grief, we hopefully feel love and comfort. We are standing together for our community, for those who have been hurt and are suffering. Tonight we honor the special lives we lost 4 years ago. People we lost are Virginia Sorensen, Leanna Owen, Tamara Duran, William Hospel, Jane Coolidge, and Jackson Sparks. We remember and recognize the pain and suffering of the nearly 70 others who were physically injured. We remember and recognize the thousands who were emotionally and mentally wounded 4 years ago today. Please join me in a minute of silence for each and every victim of the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. Thank you. November 21st, 2021. Our hearts ache for those suffering. We know that there would be greater suffering, but for the many organizations and individuals who stepped up, reached out a hand, and assisted. Some of the support came that night. Other support came in the months that followed. Assistance and support are still being provided today, right now and right here. We are present to illuminate our deep concern and love for those suffering from the heartbreak of November 21st, 2021. One organization out of many that provides relief and aid to our community is United for Waukesha Resiliency Center. This organization was formed after the tragedy to provide mental health assistance to those in need in the wake of the tragedy. It connected members of our community with counseling and support and held community-focused events as we work together towards healing. The organization will be phasing out soon, but their impact will remain. One legacy of the Waukesha Resiliency Center is the knowledge of all of us that mental health care is to be embraced, encouraged, and sought out. I would now like to invite Liz Schmidt from the United for Waukesha Resiliency Center to speak. Liz?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for gathering here today on this deeply meaningful and solemn occasion. The 4-year memorial of the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy. We come together not only to remember those we lost, but to honor the resilience of our community and to acknowledge the ongoing journey of grief, healing, and hope. There are moments in life that divide time into the before and after, and what happened here 4 years ago left a deep and lasting impact on our lives, and our lives were changed in an instant. The joy of a cherished holiday tradition was shattered by a moment of unimaginable violence. For many of us, that day still lives vividly in our hearts, etched with pain, with confusion, with loss. And while time has moved forward, grief doesn't follow a calendar. It doesn't obey milestones. It comes in waves, sometimes gentle, sometimes overwhelming, and each person rides the tide in their own way. Tonight I want to talk about grief, not as something we get over, but something we live with, something we learn to carry. Over time, the sharpness of pain may soften. We may find moments of peace, of laughter, of purpose, but we never forget. And we shouldn't, because remembering is how we honor those we lost, as well as the survivors, the witnesses, the responders, and everyone who still carries invisible wounds. Grief, as many of us know, is not a single moment. It's a lifelong companion that shifts shape over time. In the beginning, over time, the sharpness of the pain may soften. We may find more moments of peace, of laughter, of purpose. I'm sorry, I lost my spot. All right. Grief, as many of us know, is not a single moment. It's a lifelong companion that shifts shape over time. In the beginning, it can feel all-consuming, raw, disorienting, and overwhelming. But as time passes, grief doesn't disappear. It evolves, and along the way, we begin to find moments of meaning. We rebuild connection, and even amid sorrow, we find hope. Hope is not forgetting. Hope is not moving on. Hope is the decision to live fully, to carry forward the light of those we've lost, and to let compassion shape the future. Over the past 4 years, Waukesha has done this with courage. We've seen neighbors checking on neighbors, children comforting children, and survivors speaking their truth. We've seen art, music, prayer, and service used as tools for healing. We've seen our community come together to offer real help, because grief cannot be navigated alone. We were not alone then, and we are not alone now. The United for Waukesha Resiliency Center was founded with this truth in mind. It stands today as a safe and welcoming space for individuals and families impacted by the tragedy. Whether you're struggling with trauma, seeking emotional support, or just need someone to walk beside you, the center offers counseling, support groups, and a community that understands healing. It doesn't have to be done in silence. It can be done in connection. We also recognize that mental health is a vital part of our healing journey. NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, provides resources, education, and advocacy for those living with mental health challenges and for their loved ones. Whether it's anxiety, depression, PTSD, or simply the heaviness that grief brings, NAMI reminds us it's okay to not be okay, and help is out there. If tonight brings up any emotions or you feel that familiar ache or sense of being overwhelmed, please know that reaching out for support is a sign of strength, not weakness. You are worthy of care. You are not alone. As we remember the names, the faces, the stories of those we lost, we also look forward, not to forget, but to live in a way that honors them, with kindness, with compassion, with courage. We see that spirit all around us, in the neighbors who showed up in those early days, in the volunteers who still give their time, in the families who continue to share their stories and advocate for healing and safety. This community is woven together by more than pain. It is bound by love, by resilience, and by a shared determination to move forward while carrying the memory of our loved ones in everything we do. So tonight, let us remember, let us grieve, let us honor, and most importantly, let us continue to hope. Thank you.
I'm going to make sure my gloves are in my pocket, that I don't leave them for next time. Thank you, Liz, for your work and for the work of the Resiliency Center. I'm very proud of the fact that we had the Resiliency Center, and getting mental health help, if you think you need it, you do. Remember that for this tragedy that we all endured, but also for many things in our lives. We now have the privilege of turning our attention to the newest addition to the parade memorial, the sculpture Holding Love by artist Carmen de la Paz. Carmen poured her heart and soul into holding love, like she did with the parade memorial tile wall. Carmen is Waukesha. She has made it clear repeatedly that she cares deeply for our community. First, I want to mention Carmen's work on the tile wall. While we were working towards a design for the parade memorial, it was agreed that the memorial needed community participation, a way for individuals to become part of the memorial. The tile wall was Carmen's idea, and the tiles and making those tiles allowed the community to express their thoughts, their wishes, their love, and support for those impacted on November 21st, 2021. Last year, Carmen poured her time and energy into the tile wall to ensure that the tile wall would be a special and moving way for everyone to be a part of our memorial. Thank you again, Carmen, for your work on the tile wall project. Carmen did do a lot of the work. The people who made the tiles also did some of the work, but I also want to thank Waukesha South High School, specifically Tom Mancuso and Cody Gallis, who used the Waukesha South kilns and art room for firing and glazing the tiles, and who devoted many of their own personal hours to the tile wall. There are over 1,000 tiles over there. That's a lot of work to get them made, to get them fired, to glaze them. The amount of work that was done by Carmen and the teachers at Waukesha South is truly awe-inspiring. Last year, Carmen devoted her time, her talents, and her energy to the tile wall. This year, Carmen turned her attention to the sculpture Holding Love. I understand that Carmen's inspiration for this beautiful work of art came from the Waukesha Strong images. At this point, I need to stop talking. You need to hear from our artist, our carpenter, our TV show host, and our Waukesha native, Carmen de la Paz. Carmen?
Good evening, everybody. I didn't think I was going to get emotional, but I already am. Number one is I really do love Waukesha. I really believe that everything that I am and I do is because I grew up in Waukesha. It's because I went to the Waukesha school systems, and it's because I had two amazing parents in Carmen de la Paz and Vicente de la Paz. To this day, I still have some of my childhood best friends sitting with us, Anita, Marcia Vanderheide. And it's incredible to keep those bonds that tie us. And when it came time to do something for this park, I must acknowledge Thrive Architecture, because it's their concept that we're sitting in front of. You can consider me the accessories, the earrings and the bracelet. Hey, but without a good accessory, you don't have a good outfit, right? And the concept for the hands came way at the beginning, and that's what I was focused on first. And then they said, well, do you have an idea for the community projects? I was like, yes, we can make tiles. And by we, I meant me. And I didn't know it would be, there's over 1,000 up there. It's like close to 1,200, but I actually rolled out and cut out 1,400. And I have to thank my light at the end of the tunnel, Tom Mancuso. Raise your hand, Tom, who's sitting right here, who helped me, who pushed me through, who kept telling me we're going to get it done. And one of the best things about the tile project is that Tom Mancuso now is a dear friend of mine, and his wife, Patty. I love you guys both very much. So let me tell you guys a little bit about your new sculpture, and then I want to say some thank yous. This sculpture has 500 pounds of cement on it. I mixed it all. See my thumb? And under it, there are 12 2-inch foam tiles, insulation foam tiles, that are cut into quarters. They're laminated with 5 gallons of glue. It already weighed a ton at that point. After they started to dry, I then went at it with first a marker and a projector, and I drew out the profile. Then I started carving. I have taken away from that original block that was 6'2" tall, 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep. I took away 10 50-gallon garbage bags of foam. Was taken away. And that was all done with a reciprocating saw, a flap sander on a grinder, an orbital cutting tool, round sanders, flat sanders, Dremels by hand. And then once I carved the outline, then I went back and I covered it with a special cement that is chemically reinforced and fiber reinforced and designed to live in extremities. If you guys know anything about cement, cement is not very friendly with ice and water. Well, welcome to Wisconsin. So this is a product that they use in theme parks and airports, and there's a scratch coat under it, and then there's a top coat over it. And then it's all sanded. Now here's the secret. I sanded the back half with a detail sander. The detail sander decided to break the night before I had to put this in. So the front half is hand sanded, thus my thumb. The heart itself is foam underneath with cement on top. We had some tiles that when the tiles were being installed broke. We were able to replicate those tiles and get them into the wall, but I asked Rebecca from the city to please save them for me, and she gave me a box of tiles back. And I was originally going to do a mosaic heart, and I have bought all sorts of different samples of blue tiles, and I didn't like any of them. And so when finally the thought of, I've got broken tiles, that's perfect. It ties back into the tile wall. It's the exact same tones. So I took them and I broke them down. And if you'll notice, I started with the dark blue, then went to the medium blue, and then ended up with the baby blue, but purposely leaving the blue over, folding over, so that you see the real definition of the heart. Artists always leave secrets within their pieces, right? And this is for the dancing grannies that I promised them the little secret. When I was making the mosaic heart, there was one tile that I was going to come back and fill in. And I got everything done, and it was all masticed in, and it was the next day, and I was about to grout it, and I forgot that I was going to have to fill that spot. And I decided, you know what? Waukesha's heart is broken in pieces, and we are all missing a piece of our heart. So I purposely decided to not put that piece in to represent those that we have lost, that we wish were here, but they're missing from our heart. Thank you. So moving on. So that's your piece. It weighs 500 pounds. I hammer drilled the holes into the cement. Thank you to the Waukesha Park and Recs and the DWP guys. Brian for carting it over here with Mr. Rogers. Roger did an amazing job. They strapped it onto a flatbed, and I followed it all the way here, like nervous. And then they got it into place, the two of them. This thing weighs 500 pounds. And then Jeff showed up and helped me because my drill burnt, like literally was smoking when we were drilling through the steel plate. So between him and Roger, they finished drilling through the steel plate. I drilled through the cement. We've got 9-inch bolts that go all the way down with catalytic adhesive. And then God always sends angels, right? God always sends angels. And I had this catalytic adhesive, and it was 45 degrees yesterday. And if you know anything about adhesive that's catalytic, it needs to be hot. So I'm not strong enough to squeeze this thing, right? And this guy by the name of Rudy who was here to do your irrigation plot, was here to meet John, is talking to me. And I'm like, hey, buddy, can you do me a favor? Can you squeeze this caulk tube? Because I cannot get this stuff out. Well, there was my angel, Rudy. He helped me in a pinch, and we got all the bolts in there. And so I'd like to thank that crew behind the scenes. I'd like to thank Rebecca Peterson, who's my... I call her my talent agent here in Waukesha because she does all the publicity bookings and all the interviews and everything. And then I'd also like to thank Sean Riley. When I first got back to Waukesha, I know you guys know, I feel like I'm at the Oscars and the music's gonna go, but there's no music, so I'm gonna keep going if you guys are okay with that. When I first got here, the reason why I'm stuck in Waukesha. I'm no longer stuck in Waukesha. I had a stroke. And I was given last rites, and they told my mom to prepare for her funeral because I had a hemorrhagic stroke, an aneurysm burst in my head, then I got sepsis, then I got staphylococcus, which then caused encephalitis. I woke up to a priest saying, "Are you prepared to die?" And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he left, and I felt a presence in the room waiting for me. I swear, there was someone waiting for me. And I looked up and I said, "I love you, and I am so sorry, but I am not ready to be with you." And I said, "Use me as an instrument for your greater good and leave me here and let me do good things, and I will do good things." Thank you, God. Here are my good things. And in closing, I also want to thank my mom for making the meals and bringing me the cookies and the crackers with the cheese while I'm doing things, and Sandra, who helped me put this heart into place because it was too heavy and I could not get it there. And I love my mom, and my mom is a huge inspiration for me. And what I was going to say is that when I got stuck here in Waukesha, I did not want to be here because I didn't have a purpose here. I was like, my career is not here. My television career is dead. What am I going to do in Waukesha? And then Sean Riley asked me to be on the Landmarks Commission. And like, seriously, it gave me a purpose. It gave me a reason and a feeling of being a part of this community. So I thank you, Sean, for bringing me back into the real world and into life through that action, which you didn't even really know. But I really credit that as to me coming back and deciding that, okay, I'm in Waukesha, and if I'm going to be in Waukesha, then I'm going to be a part of Waukesha. And then Roku called. I'm the carpenter on the Spanish version of Ask This Old House, and we shot it right here in Waukesha. So if you can't take the mountain to Muhammad, you bring the Muhammad to the mountain. Roku came to Carmen in Waukesha, and they're coming again. So at the end of the day, I'm grateful. I did all of this piece in silence, thinking of the 6 people that left us. And for Virginia Sorensen, whose funeral card sits next to me every night in my bedroom. I look at it. Thank you for sharing that with me. Lee Owens, Tamara Durand, Bill Hospital, Jane Coolidge, and Jackson Sparks. If I could bring you all back and erase this park and take it all away, I would do that if I could do that. But I can't, and so I shall honor you with my work, and I will love my community by offering what I do, which is being creative. We all have a responsibility to where we live and to those who are around us, and I challenge you and invite you all to contribute in whichever and however you can, because it does make a difference. And for you that do not know it, Waukesha, Wisconsin is a very special place, and I am very proud to be a part of you. So thank you all so very much. God bless you. I continue to be a service of you and use me as an instrument for your greater good, but give me some time to rest before we do the next project, please. I've already got myself involved in a new possible project at the library. I'm part of the public art committee there, so you know, when you're a person full of energy and you feel blessed and I've been given a second chance at life, I'm going to do everything I can to live it. And so here I am, Gene Keel. I love you. Another dear friend. So thank you guys all so very much. Waukesha Strong, Waukesha Proud, Waukesha Live Long. I love you guys very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Waukesha is strong. There's so many people that are that have made Waukesha strong. Everyone here, so many other people in the community, and Carmen, as we all understand. Thank you very much, Carmen. We're truly appreciative of all your work and what you have given to our community. You have never shied away from large, and maybe I should say immense, projects, and you are always working to make our world better. I can't end this evening without offering a special thank you to a few more groups of people who have made this memorial possible. Thank you to the Parade Memorial Commission, as well as the Common Council of the City of Waukesha for their hard work throughout this project. Many of them are here tonight. Second, and Carmen, thank you to VJS Construction Services, Thrive Architects, and the Waukesha County Community Foundation, who are indispensable partners with the City of Waukesha, and they help make this project a reality. Finally, I have to thank, and we all need to thank, the hundreds of donors and sponsors who made this memorial a symbol of Waukesha Strong. Born from tragedy, the Waukesha Parade Memorial is a lasting reminder of our unity, resilience, and strength. It is a memorial of a community that chose to heal together. Thank you for standing together in this spot at this hour as we again demonstrate strength, resilience, and love for each other. This concludes the program at this point, but I encourage you to walk through the memorial grounds. Visit with your neighbor, and if you feel the need, give them a hug of embrace. You need it, and they need it. So thank you very much, everyone.
Oh, you're there. Yeah, different blue tiles, she said. We can just take a picture in front of Grandma's memorial instead. I like to find something.
What?
Do you see my dad?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, a little bit.
several. Yeah, I think they will.
We'll all get there.
Don't you like the color?
Yes. I'm not sure what you got.
Color? They were just here looking at it.
Excuse me? It's so bright I didn't see the light. Whew. There we go. What? Yeah.
There you are, Annie. You got the news camera. See him? There, come this way. You want to see right here? A bit? Oh, you turn towards me.
See you at breakfast next month. No.
A good one? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of bright though. What do you think of that one? That good one?
I haven't looked at my calendar. As long as you know 5 minutes before, you're good.
Yeah. Yes, they do, don't they? You come on this way?
No. We can't look at the show.
Just gonna take a couple. I'll text you where we're going.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Have a nice weekend. Oh, yeah.
How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, how about you? Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Well, good. That's awesome. I love it. Thank you. Yes. 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 Hi, everybody. How are you?
My daughter knows I like to go to parades, so she texted me to ask me if I was
How are you? I'll give you a hug. Nice shaking. Oh, how are you? Good. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, there it is. Let's do it. Let's do it with you guys for our social. For sure. I just look like a freaking marshmallow right now. Yes, we do. Yes, yes, and yes. All the above, yes. Like, you don't like my marshmallow? Oh, I love your energy. I love yours. The camera. Where is he? All right. That's it? Please. Oh, yeah. Well, one take. Well, you have mine. Exactly. You have, and you have mine. I already said hi to your mom. We're great. Yeah. She's awesome. I know she's so sweet. Yes. Thank you so much.